I did want to ask you, because I know, and I was reading this, and with everything going on with WrestleMania, the coronavirus stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh geez, I totally forgot.
No, but because this thing, it's starting to spread here in the States, and I think the media and everything is definitely hyped this up to create ratings and for stories. But we're seeing the spread of that here now, and I don't know.
Yeah, so there are 2 cases now in Tampa that showed up, and that's where WrestleMania is going to be. Yeah. So this is starting to spread. The Arnold Classic was canceled. Mm-hmm. You got Disneyland in Tokyo closed. I mean, it's you've seen Ebola and SARS and things like that, but nothing like this, where these big events are being canceled. 87,000 cases, I believe, in the world so far. It's just starting to spread in the U.S. WWE, they issued a statement on the coronavirus and how it could affect WrestleMania. They said, "The health and safety of our fans, performers, and employees are our top priorities, and we are monitoring the situation closely with our partners and government officials in Tampa Bay. We remain committed to hosting WrestleMania at Raymond James Stadium on Sunday, April 5th, and like other entertainment properties in the U.S., there are currently no plans to cancel or postpone our upcoming events." Scary stuff. There was in the news, Donald Trump was meeting with his health advisors, who were saying that a vaccine could take up to a year and a half if they develop one.
Wow. So
this is one of those cases where it's not something that they're going to come up with quickly.
No. And I think it's important, though, for people to understand, too, this is... Obviously, you want to control the spread of this, but healthy people typically aren't dying from this. It's the people, and people die from the flu every year, and there's far worse things going on. I think, though, that this is being hyped. It's creating fear in people, but the people are dying from it. Though
it is at 2%.
2%, but typically it's the people that would that have weakened immune systems.
Right, and respiratory illnesses.
Infections and different things, and more susceptible to that sort of thing. I think WWE, the Arnold Classic just got canceled this week, and they canceled it like the minute before. And there's a lot of people that were unhappy with it because with flights and hotels, and you got to understand it. And I'm being impacted by this now with my interactions with China. And I went to go put an order in for some stuff, and they're like, "We're not doing business right now." And it's like, shit, you got to, like, how deep is this going to go? And it'd be real easy to say and jump on Vince like, "Oh, he's a piece of shit. He needs to cancel this." They're far enough out right now where they're probably going to keep an eye on this. I would dare say probably till the week before. And they're going to have to make a call eventually. Now, because this thing is, we saw there was a case in Washington State, then all of a sudden there was like 11. And then
5 deaths now.
Yeah. And then there was somebody that had it that they tested for that was supposed to not go out, that was supposed to stay isolated, that chose to go to a fucking business function I saw, and then spread the disease. There was another 1 or 2 people that got.
That person should be put in jail.
Yeah. So but you got to understand now that's going to happen and I knew that was going to happen here. If all the places for that to happen, it was going to happen in the United States with how the mentality that people have here. From a wrestler standpoint, man, it's in Tampa now. And now they're going to bring people from all over the world to this location. My thing is, if I'm a wrestler and I'm a performer and they choose, and this is just, and I'm speaking from the talent, and I've talked to a couple people, and the talent believe that WrestleMania is possibly going to be canceled from what I have been told, based off what we're seeing. I certainly hope, now if Vince chooses to run this, I'm not going to, because it's a business and they're going to take it's going to definitely impact a lot of things. You have to protect the wrestlers at all cost. You have access. There should be no fan interaction with the wrestlers during WrestleMania. If they choose to do this, wrestlers should only have to show up to WrestleMania. You go in, and if you're going to do the Hall of Fame, you keep them away. You keep all the talent away from the audience like as you do, which even that is, I think you have to be really protective of the wrestlers from a business standpoint if you're going to go through with this, which I have a feeling he's going to try to go through with no matter what. But he's going to have to be forced to say no if it does happen. we're going to have to wait and see up until the week before WrestleMania to see if this stuff starts blowing up widespread. The pressure's going to be on them. Like, you guys can't run this. But if he does, if for whatever reason they do, I certainly hope they cancel access at anything where you have interaction with fans and wrestlers, because you have to protect the wrestlers at all cost on this. Even though I don't think this is nearly as serious as you don't want to take any chances.
All right. So I don't know if do you think they'd cancel it, or do you think they just hold it in an empty stadium? Like that's what they're doing in Japan right now for baseball games. They're doing it with no crowd. Yeah.
I don't know. I never thought about that. That's so that it's not a complete loss.
Right.
Yeah, that's very possible, because if this isn't one of those situations where you could just we could reschedule WrestleMania for a week or two or later. This could only get worse, quite possibly, with the way that and here's my thing, is we went from having like a handful of people that they brought back here, and there were no cases of it. Essentially, everything was isolated to like 4 or 5, 6 people. Then all of a sudden it was 15 people. Then all of a sudden it was 35 people. Now we got 100 or 200 something people that are infected here, and we have people that are now going out and interacting. Once that starts, and it's popping up in different states now. We couldn't control it when it was just a handful that were isolated. This has gotten out. So do you think we're going to be able to control it now? We couldn't control it when only 3,000 people in the world had it. We're approaching 100,000.
Right.
That number is and I've watched this it's getting worse and getting worse and getting worse.
Yeah, it's scary. It's like how those Outbreak and 12 Monkeys, how those movies start out. It's no joke.
It's almost upsetting in a way that it's even gotten to this point, because it felt like it shouldn't have been able to, and it makes you just question what's really going on. And the fact that they're saying a vaccine, it could be a year and a half away. My thing is, this thing is it's a virus. I don't think it's more serious than other things, but not everyone. You don't get it and die necessarily. There's a small percentage with that, but business, the life. If business starts being affected by this, and you got the stock market and things, it's not good. There's a lot of different levels, and it's going to affect everybody. So I don't know, man. And I don't want it'd be easy for me to say, I hope it fucks over Vince because of my personal. I don't want it to on that, because it's going to impact so much more than just that.
Yeah.
So.
We're seeing the markets where the Dow was near 30,000. Now it's right around 26 as we're recording this. So.
I know. It's not, like I said, now my business, and there's things. It's going to affect things on many different levels, and that to me is scary. Now, is it one of those things where it starts spreading, and then we see that it's not nearly the death thing. It stays at a certain percentage. It stays at a couple, 1 or 2%, and okay, it's not the end of the world. But how long does it? What's that period?
Right. And there is one scary thing is they're saying once you get it, doesn't mean you won't get it again. It's not like it's like strep throat where you could get it again. So it doesn't it's not like everyone in the world could get it, and then it's gone.
No, it's a spreading of a new virus, and and there's a lot of unknowns in this, and with wrestlers too, the amount that they travel, I would be, I don't know, man. It definitely is and you got to think too. All it takes is just one wrestler to get that, and that shit is going to spread to the entire locker room, really quickly.
On that note, scary stuff.
Wrestling in little gas suits.
They're like
with the Randy Orton, the gas mask deal, or the Dean Ambrose little gas mask, have the full body suits on. Lock up, boys.
Bad, those yellow suits when they make meth.
Yeah. That's what I would be. I was talking to Stu Bennett, and I said, maybe if I come down there, and maybe because I wanted to go down there just not for the wrestling, just to go have a drinking night with Wade, and he's like, I'll come down, but we were talking, and then we were talking about some things, but quite a few of the talent think that the WrestleMania is going to get canceled. So. Hey guys, it's the big guy Ryback, and I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Go ahead and punch that like, smash that subscribe button, and check out my all-natural
my all-natural supplement line. Supplement. Stupid! My all-natural supplement line. Feed Me More Nutrition available on Amazon and feedmemore.com. And as always, Conversation with the Big Guy Ryback available on all podcast platforms, iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, and wherever podcasts are available. Never forget, feed me more.